Hi guys, it's Stampin' in the Studio Friday. I'm so excited. I'm just dying to show you some stuff that I'm working on. Just making sure everything's coming up. It is. Okay. First thing, I'm just going to take you on a little field trip. I hope you don't get dizzy. You can see my messy space here for a moment, but I wanted to have you meet my friends here. They're taking a little nap. Right here is Mimi. She's our foster dog. We just got about a week ago, and she's doing super good. And this is my Goldie Danny, who, after we went on the giant walk just a bit ago, they are kind of toast right now. So it's a good time to stamp in the studio. But they're getting along very well. Our other dog, Blue, is not much of a fan, but he's not a fan of anybody, so it's not unexpected. So hopefully we'll be able to find her a new home soon so she can get settled. She came from a pretty scary situation in Texas where she was close to the end. She had been in a shelter for 3 months and her time was running out there. So a group from an area rescue here close to me in Appleton, Wisconsin, got 50 dogs rescued from very, very scary situations. So I offered to foster Mimi till we can get her settled and find her permanent home. So she's been such a joy. She's so easy. And so if you're looking for a little friend, I got her here for you. All right, so I am going to be doing a couple things today. I needed to make a birthday card, and I wanted to use the new, this new set that just came out, and I got the bundle. Here's the stamp set. It's called Waves of Inspiration. The whole bundle is called Waves of the Ocean, and it includes the stamp set, the die set, and the designer series paper, along with these awesome basic jewels, which are so pretty. I can't even stand it. Oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. So first thing I was gonna do on Stampin' in the Studio, I kind of just go and do things. Sometimes it turns out, sometimes I'm just building up on ideas. So I'm really just going to kind of play a little bit. So I invite you to do the same if you're free. Just go ahead and grab some stuff to work on and we'll see what happens. A lot of times I'll start something and then I'll change my mind and go a different direction. So my first thought is I have a piece of Pacific Point blue cardstock that I cut in half from a piece already. So I'm going to go ahead and score that. Excuse me, walking the dogs. Makes my voice disappear. All right, so I'm going to score this at 4 1/4 with my paper trimmer here. If you can see it, I'm going to be using my scoring blade down here. It's kind of off the camera shot a little bit. All right, so we've got that. I really need a wider area. I think it's just very crunched. Okay, so here is, I'm going to burnish that so it lays down nicely. Okay, got that. And then I cut a piece of the designer series paper, which is, grab it here. This is called Waves of the Ocean. It makes me think of that Jonas Brothers song, The Cake by the Ocean. I don't know, but I always want to sing that song in my head when I say Waves of the Ocean, but that's weird. All right, and then just to make sure you're aware that on each designer series paper pack, there are lists of colors that go with these papers and coordinate. So if you're looking to make some things, go ahead and start looking here for ideas of card bases, things like that. So I went ahead and went with Pacific Point, which is listed right on here. So that's fun. Okay. So here is my first layer that I'm going to go ahead and take right there. And that's going to go behind everything. And then what I wanted to do was use the new foil paper too. which, let me grab this. This comes in the bundle. It's blue foil specialty paper. So I'm going to cut a little rectangle from there. And let's see, this paper is so pretty. Oh my goodness, I'll show you the whole pack. It's going to be a little shiny in the screen here, but there's silver. This color is so fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can see me a little bit. Don't look. And blue. Aren't they pretty one? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to take this darker color and I'm just going to cut it up a little bit, and then I'm going to die cut a rectangle to fit. I'm going to make it about this wide, I think. So I'm going to run that through my paper trimmer really quickly. About that much. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. All right, now I'm going to get my die cut machine and I'm going to cut a little piece of that into a rectangle shape. My idea is to go behind, it's going to lay right here behind my little bird, who, if you can see him, I'm going to put him in front of it right there. Okay, and I have this for later, so don't look at that yet. All right, so let's see. Here's my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now this is the biggie, and right now on sale is the mini one, and I have one ordered. It should be coming soon, so I can't wait to show you a day where I'm playing with the big guy here and the little cutesy mini. It's going to be soon. I know my order just shipped, so I'm really excited for that. All right. Now, here I'm going to use the Stitch So Sweetly die set, which has all of these really cute dies. And I am going to see here. I want the really big one. Don't think. Well, I guess I could. I could put it across. It's kind of bigger than I thought. Let's see if I can take a little bit smaller one. Maybe this one. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one can work. All right, so I'm going to save those because I'm going to use those again. And I am going to actually cut off some more of my foil paper so it doesn't get any lines going through the machine in places I don't want it. Bear with me a second. All right, so I cut it down to a smaller size like that. All right, now I'm putting this in here, and I have my number 1 sheet, number 2, and then this is sandwiched between 2 number 3 plates. And I'm twisted around here. Let me switch this around and go ahead and run that through. It's going to shake you a little bit. Sorry about that. Hold on. Hold on to your shorts. And away we go. Okay. There's that. Move this out of the way. We'll come back to you. Now, see how it looks. Oh, it's so shiny. And then I'm going to save this because I can use this another time. It's a little bit crooked for a perfectly square frame, but I can always trim off a little bit to make that work. So I'll save that. And, alrighty. There we go. Now, here's my cardigan. Move this aside just a little bit here. Okay. All right, so here we go. So how's everybody doing? It is a beautiful day today. It looks like tonight it's going to start raining and being really lousy. So I'm happy to be able to go outside with the dogs, get them all exercised. All right, so my next thing is I'm going to put a square of white here behind what's going to be my birds. Might as well get my next one out too because I'm going to make a label. Let's see here. I'm going to use the happy birthday, so I want to make sure that it fits in here. All right. Would it work? And that is too small. About this one. That one's a little bit, it almost can make it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that one can work. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of white with these 2 squares. And I'm going to make sure I don't lose any of these guys. It happened to me one time. Not good. Need one of those little magnet catchers, like a little jar. I saw someone had that. You just have a little magnet sitting next to your die cutter, and then you just fling your dies over into the magnetic bowl so you don't lose any. Like, that's a great idea. Why didn't I do that? Okay. So here's a scrap piece of white that I'm going to use to cut this out. Hi, Mimi. How are ya? How are ya? Mimi's visiting. Okay, so here's my big guy again. Putting in 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to layer both, pardon my arms, both white pieces. I'm going to run them through the machine at the same time. Try to use my scratch piece of paper efficiently. Okay, and I put them face down. Okay, and that top piece number 3 on there, and I'm going to roll it through, so hold on again. Here comes the wobble. Close your eyes so it doesn't bother you. Ooh, that's a big bump there. All right, now I just noticed maybe I'll take the die. Actually, I have some cool dies here in the waves dies. I'm going to actually cut 2 more pieces of white with these neat labels right here and see which one I like the best. Since I'm doing it, I might as well. All right, but these will definitely, this one definitely works for me for my card. And here is a smaller one. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Dog hair, I tell you. It's a constant battle. Okay, so let's see if I can run these through. I do have enough white for this piece, so I'm going to, if you can see that barely, you can see it going. All right. I'm going to run that through. Hold on. Oh my goodness, that one's a tight one. Okay. Shook you up again. Oh! All right. Now, let's see how we like that. Oh, isn't that nice? That's a cute one, so I'm going to save that. And this one's really cute and fancy. For some reason, that reminds me of can openers. I don't know why that is. Now, these little pieces that I just cut out of that bigger label, I'm going to save these because I'm going to be making a project that I might need these pieces. So, that could be, I didn't even realize that. That could be really excellent. Okay, let's put this out of the way for a bit. Okay, now I better put my dies back in their package really quickly. All right, and if you're on here, comment what you're working on if you're able to stamp along with me today. Okay, put these back in real quick. There's really cool clouds in here I might add too. We'll see. I'm gonna leave that one open for a bit. Okay, so we've got some parts here. So my plan is starting to come together. So this is gonna go behind, this is gonna go here, and then I'm going to stamp our birds. Where did I put them? Let's see, get my Stamparatus. I might use that. Here they are. Okay, so here is my bird. I guess we'll call him a pelican. It would be best to call him a pelican. And here he is. All right, I'm gonna do 2 of them and see which one works out the best. So I usually put my stickers on. Some people don't put their stickers on, but I do. So if you've never done this before, if you look on your sticker sheet, one side has no bend lines, the other side does. So you'll see a part of it where it's in half. You can peel it off. Let's go ahead and peel that off. And get your stamp. And the stamp itself has a little bit of a sticker you need to peel off also. Oh, my fingernails are really short today. And my fingers are dry too. Well, if I can ever get this off, that'll be great. There we go. Oh, all right. Now I'm just going to put this down on here best I can. Line it up. Okay, now it has the sticky part on it, which will stick onto your block or whatever you're using. So I am gonna put my extra white sheet that I'm gonna get here. Okay. There's another one. And that one's not white, it's cream. Okay. And I have to cut a new white one here. Okay, I've got my white stack of cardstock sitting right next to me, so I'm just gonna go over here and cut a piece real quick. Okay. All right, so I've got a piece that I'm just going to put down here because I'm going to run it through the die machine again. Okay, so let's put him here, and I'm going to have my Stamparatus just pick him up. Okay, and now I'm going to ink him with, I think I'm going to use Smoky Slate. Been thinking about that. All right, get this on here. Okay. All right, we'll see how it looks. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just inking up this bird to see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. The Stamparatus is so nice because you don't have to have a block for anything, and you can re-ink it if you don't like how it looks. But I like that. That looks really, really good. Okay, now I could move my paper or my stamp window like this. You just take it off and you can move it down, or whichever way you want to go. But I'm just going to move my bird, my pelican, and I am going to put him just over here a little bit because I'm not using this as a card. I'm just using this as a piece to die cut. Let me move this over just a bit. Okay, if that makes any sense. All right, I'm going to ink this up again over here on the side. I don't know if you can see. Okay. Push down on here. I like how that looks. That looks cool. Wow, neat. All right, so I've got 2 of them. And let's close that up. All right. Now, I'm going to get my die to cut out this little pelican after I clean off my stamp while he's stuck to the stamp apparatus with my chamois, which is super convenient. Okay. Now, put him back in here. And now, let's get out our bird die cut. Whoops. Or pelican. Okay. Oh, you know what? There's a few seagulls. I think I'm going to use some more of my foil paper, that little border thing I made. I might cut out a couple birds with that. That might be really cool. And then maybe I'll do a cloud too while I'm at it. Let's see. Maybe make it worthwhile. Okay, so let's get this over here, and I'm gonna get my Stampin' cut machine again. Stamping in the studio is a bit chaotic. All right, here's our big guy again. And move this a little bit. Gosh. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this in half over here on the side. Okay, there we go. So I only have one pelican die cut. So I'm gonna put that on there and put him over the top. I hope you can see. Here, I'm gonna just put the die over the top of my stamp, and I'm going to use a post-it note. I've got these really cute little post-its that I'm gonna hold him down with. You can use a lot of different things to do that. If you have painter's tape, you can do that. Any kind of a sticky kind of a tape will work out. They usually hold pretty good, but I wanted to get that for sure where I need it. Okay, so that's gonna be going through, and at the same time I've got extra white cardstock, so I'm gonna put these clouds on there. Let's see how that works. It'll sit right on these little clouds will sit right on my extra part of my cardstock, so then I'll have done some efficient work. And then let's see, here's my little border of blue foil. Let's see if these birds fit on here at all. Oh, it's a little bit too small. Let's see. I could maybe get one bird. That's not gonna work. Maybe I'll just cut off a slice, a little bit bigger slice. Foil. I just cut a little bit over on the side, and I'll put that in too. Might as well, and run it all through at the same time. Now, if any of these don't work for this project, I'll save them in my big pile of savings, and I'll use them on another project sometime. Sometimes when I get a new dice set, stamp set, I'll just cut out pieces with not a real vision in mind, and then just save them. And yeah, I usually end up using them sometime. Okay, there we go. This out of the way. Let's see how that worked. Okay, there's my little cloud. There's that. Here's my other cloud. Oh, so that's really neat. It has, I don't know if you can see, it has like little bumps on it to make it look really cute and textured. So I can line those up on my card. And here are my birds. Look how tiny they are. Oh, that's really cool. So we'll see if 2 birds is enough for this. Set that aside and let's see how our pelican did. Oh, nice. Very good. So, but I think I want to have 2 pelicans, so I'm going to go ahead and run this next piece through. And while I'm running this through, I'm going to for sure add a couple labels, maybe some more clouds, just to have a lot more things cut from this piece. I think you can see better here now. Let's hope this still has some stickiness to it. Seems like it's okay. All right, get some more clouds in there. And I'm going to put the bird away because I'm going to lose that bird. And then I'm going to cut a few more labels also. Because that is, I know I'm going to love those labels. Okay. Run that through. This is a big one, so lift that up a little bit. Okay, let's run that through my machine. Okay. Get this guy back up here. Oh, I'm super excited to have my little baby one because it's a little easier to use in a tight space. Plus you can travel with it, which is great. All right, clouds, they moved a little, but that's all good. Let's run this through. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, sorry, big kick. All righty, yay. Let's see how that looks. All right. Woohoo! Some more clouds. There it is. And 2 more labels, so I'm ahead of the game. Hooray! And 2 of these funny little pieces that might work for another project. And our pelican. These are not very sticky anymore. Okay, yay! That's really cool. Put this over in my scraps. Now, let's set these back where they need to go. Okay. There. Okay. Now, it's neat because when I cut the pelicans, you can kind of see that this one was over just a bit off, but that's kind of okay. It makes it look like, well, it's not exactly the same, so I kind of like that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start putting this down, see how I like it. Okay, I was thinking of doing this, and then put these here. And then I'm going to adhere the little birdies, probably right there, the seagulls. They're always around, aren't they? And then I'll put some clouds, maybe here. And here's one more. All right, I'm going to slide this down just a bit. Okay. Now, one thing I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take, let's see if I have a marker. I kind of want to add some fun to this piece of white. Let me see. This is called Seaside Spray. Now, this color has gone away, but if you have any kind of a blue, light blue color around your place, you could use that. What I'm going to do is just kind of splatter on some dots onto this piece with the larger point of my marker, just for some fun. It's just like sea spray. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but there's little dots of blue splattering here and there on the white. That's cool. Okay, I like that. Just let it sit for a moment. Okay, now I think we're about ready. All I have to do then is stamp my happy birthday onto this. So let me just move this aside and let it kind of dry for a moment. All you guys sit over here, and then let's find our stamp that says happy birthday. Here it is right here. And the sticker. I don't know. Are you a person who will stick all your stickers on right away when you get a stamp set, or do you do it gradually? So I do my stamps just like I do my pancakes or waffles. I do them gradually. I stick them on as needed, and when I eat my pancakes and waffles, I put all my syrup on and everything, and then I cut with a fork as I go. I don't cut them all. So well, my husband and I, since I've known him for 33 years, and he always takes his knife or a pizza cutter, and he cuts his waffles and pancakes ahead of time and then pours everything, so everything's cut. So that's our major difference in our lives. So it's the standing joke. And if you talk to my kids, yep, they're split in half. So we think it's a genetic weirdness that we've got going on. We're stubborn about how we do our waffles and pancakes. I guess, you know what, there's way worse things to happen, right? Okay, so there we go. Now, see how this works on here. It's a really wobbly stamp, so it could kind of turn. I might use my Stamparatus if this one doesn't work out. So let's see, what color shall I stamp this in? I don't think I'll use the gray because I want it to be a little more bold. I might use Night of Navy. Let's see how that, or Misty Moonlight. Let's see how Night of Navy looks. I have a little Stampin' spot that I got from one of my kits. That's Night of Navy. Let's see how it looks first. Oh, here comes Mimi again. She's walking around. Hi, Mimi. Hi. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that's nice. I think that can work. I think that'll be perfect. All right, let's get this guy back inked up. Oops, I got a little on the side. Don't want that. Sometimes these little ones bend, and you'll see that a little bit. Ooh, yeah, let's wipe that off. Kind of got worse. Those tiny ones leave a mark. Okay. Try again. All right. Tap, 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 tap. It's a tiny sentiment. Let's see if we like it. I'm going to put a little, this surface I have here, this wood surface, can kind of leave a strange bit, like texture on my project. And so I'm going to use this foam piece that I have. And let's see how this looks. Lucky I have a couple cut out in case I make a mistake. Oh, yay! It's great. That worked out. Whew. Phew. All right, let's set that aside to let it set for a moment, and I'll wipe that on my chamois. Looks good. The darker colors sometimes seem to take longer to dry sometimes. There we go. Okay, put that back in. One time I have this awesome ice cream cone stamp set. I lost the cone somewhere. So I had to get another one because I use that set all the time. It's very, very sad. All right, now I think we've got all our parts. My last thing I'm going to do is probably put some kind of a rhinestone on there. This is for a guy, so I don't know. We'll just see how it looks at the end. All right, now I'm going to use all my parts, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and go ahead and put those down. Let's see if my Stampin' Seal wants to work today. Got a little bit of something stuck on there, a little glue dot backing. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, now I think I'm going to go this way. Okay. Using glue is a little bit easier sometimes because if you get it down crookedly, you can readjust it, and the Stampin' Seal, you are going to have trouble moving it. It sticks down pretty hard. All right, and here is my foil piece, which is going to go there. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm going to go down just a bit with it, I think. Nice. Okay, now I've got my white speckly piece thing here, and all right, I'm thinking I might use dimensionals on my pelicans, maybe. And this is just for kind of funsies. I'm putting this one down. Okay, now my pelican. Put one here maybe, and one's going to be up a little bit higher, I think. All right, so I'll use my little dimensionals for that. So it gives it a little bit of a interesting 3D look. Okay. Oh, come here. There we go. All right. One more here. Let's hope I get it over enough so it doesn't show. If it does, I'll push it in. Okay. Let's see. Take that back off of that one. Gotta take them all off. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna put them just a little bit staggered. Yay! Okay. Then let's take some clouds and birds and let's put them down. I'm going to use my glue for that, I think. My liquid glue. See, I didn't have my glue setting like this. Oh, I usually do that and then it comes out really nicely. I had it on its side. Okay, I'm going to set this right here. Okay, then I have a little one. Oh, goodness. Fuzzies and hair. Okay, everything's very staticky too. It's very weird. Okay, here we go. Do I want to do another cloud? Maybe no. And now I have my birds. And I'll just do a little line of glue on them. They're very tiny, thin. So I don't want very much, just a teeny tiny bit. I'm hardly squeezing anything out of there. Okay. Put this down. Cool. That's neat. Got a bit of glue on my dry skin. Oh gosh. And one more here. Almost done, almost done. Ooh, got a bit on there. If you squirt out too much, just kind of scoot it around a little bit. There. Okay. All right. Nice. All right, get that glue off my fingers. And I have a little bit of extra on there. So, taking a little bit of a little tiny paper towel, and I'm just gonna kind of dab up that extra glue so it doesn't cause any stickiness. Cute. I like that a lot. It's fun. It's always a little tricky to make guy cards, you know. I don't want them to look too feminine or anything. All right, so now this thing, let's see, shall I put it here or up here? I think I like it here. So I'm gonna pop that up on dimensionals too. Why not? Because I love, everything should be on a dimensional. Okay, and take that off the back. Oh, come off. There we go. Awesome. I mean, maybe I could put like a piece of ribbon on there, but it's for a dude. So, all right, let's see how that looks. I want this to kind of pop up just a bit more. All right, now I do have to put one of my new rhinestones on. I don't know, but it has to have one. I don't know if I like how that's looking. Let me just peel that off and try to move it a little bit. Hopefully I didn't bend it too bad. Might have to redo that one. Okay, I had it stuck in between half of the pelican and half of the label. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and then I'll maybe put another one down, a mini one down. So here are my most beautiful rhinestones in the world, and I'm going to go for this one right here, which I love that color so much. And I'm going to stick it on there. And a darker one, I think, be really pretty. Oops, it's stuck to my finger. And one more of these light colored ones. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Ta-da! Now I just have to fix my weird little spot on the side here where it's poking up a bit, and it's done. So that's fun. I'll have this nice card to send out next week. All right, the fuzzies off of there. And I'm gonna get a little mini dimensional here. Stick on the edge of this label as it's kind of popping up just a bit. Okay, bear with me a second. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll put one on the other side too, I think. I probably should have just glued it down. All right. Ta-da! I think that's a nice card. Yay! All right, one done. That was fun to do. Okay. Now, my next thought is, I don't know if you were able to get this free paper. This is from Sale-abration, which just ended. Let me just see how it's going here. Okay. Now, 1 second while I bring up my pattern. Okay. Doo-doo. Nose. Here it is. Okay. My next pattern is ready. Okay. All right. So this was part of a pack of free paper that you could get. It just ended at the end of, on the 28th of February. So hope maybe you have it. And if you do, I was working on some St. Patrick's Day cards. So I wanted to use this paper for one. And I am going to use my paper trimmer here. And I'm going to get some cardstock. I'm going to get Granny Apple Green. Okay. Here's my paper. And I'm going to cut that in half. And we'll just do a... One of these days I will do a different size card. It's just so quick. All right. So we're going to cut that at 5 1/2. Bonk the camera. One day I won't do that, maybe. Okay. And, oops. I'm going to score it in half at 4 1/4 with my paper trimmer. Okay. And then I'm going to take my ribbon paper and I'm going to use, let's see, this top part. So actually I'm just going to cut it in half first, right there. Okay, and then I think I'm going to make it going this, my card will be going this way. And so I am going to do 5 1/4 off of this one. I want it to go that way. Okay. And save that. You might need that little piece someday. Okay. That's cool. Then I'm going to need some white cardstock for the top part. And let me see if I can find a piece. Here it is. Okay. So I need a piece that measures 5 1/4 by, let's see here, 5 1/4 by about 1 1/4. Okay. So 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. Let's see. There we go. Oops, I almost botched that. Cutting math is hard. Well, let's see how that looks. Nice. Okay. Let's move this out of the way for a second. And now I am going to look for, I do have some old St. Patrick's Day stamps. They're not current. There weren't any current ones in the catalog. So let me grab those real quick. These are oldie Stampin' Up. And I have this one that says Happy St. Patrick's Day. And maybe you've got some in your stash too. Then I have this one. I think this one's going to actually fit a little bit better. So this is from 2000, the year 2000. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use this little tiny one today. And yeah, I think that'll be good enough for one card. Okay, so for the top part of my card here, I'm going to stamp onto this little white piece here that I had. And let me see. I think I have Granny Apple Green ink, so I'm for sure going to use that. Oops, not that. And that's right here, pardon my reach. Here we go. So I'm just going to put this sentiment on this corner part here. Let's see how it looks. These cards are going to be for our Let's Send Smiles and Hugs group when we're doing cards for a nursing home. So I am just I have a few more to make yet to send. So if you're at all interested in joining this fun group, we make cards for people who might need a little cheering up, something like that. It's just fun to be able to do cool creations. You just think of stuff to send to people, and who doesn't want a fun pick-me-up in their mailbox? All right. I love it. That is awesome. So those are very fun. Now we've got that. This is good. However, it needs a little something else, doesn't it? So I am going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again, and we're going to cut out some shamrocky type of things. All right, so again, Stampin' Up! Didn't have any shamrocks, so I'm going to use hearts that are from the Valentine's set, if I can find them. Let me see here. Grab them from my big stack over here. Here it is. Okay, this is from the Bouquet of Love dies. And here's a cute heart. So I'm going to use that one to cut out shamrocks somewhat. So now I'm just looking for some more Granny Apple Green here. I'll have to use my other part of my card. It's dropped. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to cut out. Now it's supposed to have, let's see, 4-leaf clovers are luckier, but I haven't had much luck having this look good with 4. It looks too jammed together, so it might just be a 3-leaf clover, but that kind of matches my stamp I just did anyway, so go ahead and cut these out. And then I'm going to take, sorry it's shaking you up. There's 1. 2. I really, really love making St. Patrick's Day cards. It's so much fun. And then my next thing that I'm going to show you is the cutest thing in the world that was done by a lady named Joey. It's all totally her idea, so I'm just going to be copying what she did. But that's how we, I mean, even if you get inspired by someone's idea, you still put your own twist on it, so that's fun. All right, here comes my last one. And then I will just take a little bit of the green cardstock and cut a stem for our shamrocks. This is a fun card. It's real happy. Okay. So yes, even though there aren't current St. Patrick's Day things, it's fun how you can use what you have and get this fun holiday done. All right. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to kind of cut a little piece that looks like a stem somewhat. And I'm just going to kind of make it wider on the bottom and like this. Let's see how it looks with this, with the hearts. I think that works just fine. Oh, can't pick anything up today. Okay, yay. Now, let's put that on our card and get it all glued down. And that is going to be done. All right, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal adhesive here. This one came together much quicker. I was very indecisive on my pelican card. That's okay. I really, really like this. Okay, if I can get it straight. Nice. And then this is just going to go over the top of it. Oh, come on, Stampin' Seal. I hope I don't run out. I don't know if I have a refill. I guess I better add that to my list. Always have a list going. Okay. Try to get that even. Cute. Okay, and here we go with this. Now, do we want to have this? We do want to have this popped up, I believe. I mean, why wouldn't I? That would be so silly, right? Alrighty. I think I'll put the stem down first. And I think I'm just going to glue that down. And then I'll pop up the shamrocks. Get my glue here. So the stem is going to go right in here. And then we'll add dimensionals to these hearts, shamrock petals, just for some fun dimension. Okay. There we go. We could add embellishments. I do have some butterflies. That might be fun. Try that. See how they look. All right. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. Now let's see. I might change my mind on this stem and pop it up. That really glued down quickly. All right, I'll make another. See if I can get it about the same. That's pretty darn close. All right, so I'm going to cut some of my side pieces off of my border of my dimensionals to put on this little stem. Thought I would like it that way, but I didn't, so I'm gonna redo. So now if I make this card again, I know that I'm going to want it to be popped up. All right, so cute. Now let me get some butterflies and let's see how we like that. I have my big box of embellishments here, and I did have some butterflies one time. Oh yes, here they are. This might be, and they're gold, so I think that's kind of neat. These are the brushed brass butterflies. And I think if I can get them out of this package. There we go. Alrighty. Use a tiny one. Let's see. Put one there. One here. I probably won't be able to do all of the cards with these butterflies because I don't have that many. So this one's just an example. But I do want to put a sparkle in the middle of my shamrock. Let's see here. I wonder if would this look good? Let's see if this one will look good right here. Oh, yeah. All right, yay! I love it. And there you go. So this one will be going to the nursing home in our Sending Smiles and Hugs group. I love it. So, I mean, I can make these pretty quickly. It's very simple. So I should be able to knock out a bunch of those very fast. All right, my last thing that I wanted to do, let me get my pictures going here. Okay. Bear with me 1 second while I grab my picture. Here it is. Okay, so this is fun. I wanted to borrow, this lady's name is Joey Hartman. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she came up with this idea. I had a butterfly on my hand. That's weird. And so I'm totally copying her idea, but she made the cutest little thing using only her punches. And because we don't have any of these cutesy things this year to sell, she improvised. Might as well leave those out because I've got a bit of work to do today on those. All right, so first things first, I'm going to grab a piece of pale papaya cardstock. I have to go grab it. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 minute. Sorry, I had to check on the dogs. Okay, sorry about that. Just checking on the dogs to make sure they were very quiet, so it kind of made me a little nervous. All right, so I'm going to use pale papaya. Oh, I can't wait for you to see this. This is going to be so great. I wish there were more of you watching this because this is fantastic. All right, so cut this in half. And then I will cut that in half. Or score it. Oh dear. I'm a little giddy with excitement. Here we go. All right, so this is going to be our pale papaya cardstock. And I might as well leave this here for a moment. And then I need to have Evening Evergreen as the backdrop. Let me find that. Okay. Here is my very beautiful new pack of Evening Evergreen. Just decided I would just cut that open because sometimes the packs are hard. All right, so let me grab a piece of that. It's a beautiful color. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, Now, I'm going to just cut a layer to place on top of my pale papaya. Now, normally I cut my layers to be 1/4 inch smaller than the pale papaya, but I'm going to do that a little bit more. I'm thinking, let's see, 5.5, 4.5. I'm going to start with 4.5 and see how I like it. 4.5 by 3.5. Let's see how that looks. All right. Oh my gosh, can't pick up stuff. Okay. Now let's see how that is going to look. Yep, that looks good. Now I'm going to bring in some beautiful paper called Pansy Petal Paper. You can see Pansy Petal Paper. And it has a ton of colors that go with it. Do you see this? This is nuts. It's just so pretty. And I'm going to use this top one right here. And I'm going to cut that just a bit smaller than my cardstock. 1/4 inch smaller than this piece right here. All right, so again, this piece measures 3.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to do 4.25 by 3.25. Let's see how that looks. You see how beautifully it matches our pale papaya and the evening evergreen? And look at that nice little border. Okay, we've got that. Now, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. Okay, I'm going to need this paper here. And I need a very light color. Very, very light. I'm going to cut out a circle. Let's see. Don't think I have a light enough one in this pack. Maybe I'll just use white. Okay. So I am going to grab my circle die set really quickly. If I have it here. I have to look and see if I pulled it ahead of time. Okay. Pretty much have everything else here, but do I have my circles? I do! Hooray! Okay, so I have the layering circles die, which are right here, and I'm going to cut out a circle with white. Let's see, is this one too big? I want to stamp. I think that one might be a little bit too big. If I can just go down to the next size. Let's see, this one. This one's a little bit smaller. I think that will work. All right, so I'm going to die cut a white circle from there. Let me grab that machine real quick. And see my message here. All right. It's okay. All right, now get some white paper. Here we go. And go ahead and cut that out. Nice little circle. All right. Ta-da! Nice circle. Then set this out of the way once more. Okay. Put this over here, pardon my reach. Now, we're getting there. Okay, so we have our little circle ready to go. And our flowers. Now comes the fun part. We're going to make a gnome. Ooh, isn't that exciting? All right, so first thing I'm going to do is cut out my gnome's hat. So Joey, her challenge was to use all of her punches for things. So I'm going to use my ice cream cone punch to make his hat. And I'm going to just use this part right here, just part of this cone. Okay. And that's out of that same paper from the Pansy Suite. All right, and then I'm going to use, this is our penguin. So I'm going to use the Evergreen, Evening Evergreen, to cut out this part here of our penguin. I'll get part of a foot too, but that's okay. Okay, and the foot shot out there. All right, so that's the penguin body. Are you kind of seeing where I'm getting at here? And then I need, let me see. I need the strawberry punch. Here it is. All right, the strawberry punch is going to have a piece of white come in. Okay. It's going to be right here. And can you see what it is going to be? It's the beard. Okay, so that's our strawberry punch. And that's going to go here. Okay. And then I'm going to need to find a nose. So I was going to find a piece of pinkish color maybe. Like, let me see if I have any scraps over here. Anything that would work. And I'm going to use the foot of my penguin. And maybe I'll use this color. I'm going to cut out one foot and see if it works for his nose. Okay. And let's see. Okay. And I'm going to put that here. Cover up that part with his hat. Okay, it's a little fumbly. Okay, I might move this up just a little bit higher so you can't see the green part. Know if that nose is going to work. We might have to find another nose. You know, I could do part of my ice cream cone as the nose. Let's try that. Just a tiny bit, like right like that. Let's see how that works. So I don't know that I like that. The foot's kind of skinny. Let's see how this one looks. Sorry, don't like that. Okay. And yep, that works. That looks better. Okay, then, all right, do we have anything that I can use for feet? Something for his feet. I think we could use some black, and maybe I'll just cut out part of his body again with some black. Let's see, maybe just the bottom part of his body. And it doesn't have to be, it can be just like that. I might cut off just a bit of that. Doesn't matter that much. Okay. All right. Then, does he need any hands, or can we just let that go? What do you think? Those are too big for his hands, but if I can just cut off part of the duck toe. Let's see, does he need any hands? Kind of is cute though, isn't it? And another piece here for his hand. Resembles his nose a little bit. Now, we could emboss his beard if we want to have some texture on there to give it like waves. So let's see, should we try that? Run it through. I think I could do that really fast. Let's see, maybe, let me look in my embossing folders really quick. I have a fancy bark embossing folder. Let me see if I can run his beard through that. See, what I was thinking was when I cut out the label for the birthday card, these little pieces could have been something, but now I changed my mind. So, okay, let's do that. Let's run his beard through the embosser to give it some texture. Move all his parts over here. And I'm just going to run this through over here on the side. So, okay. One. Give me a second. And 4. See if it worked. Okay. Okay. So I ran it through this in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it gave it that kind of wavy texture. So that's cool. All right, so that's neat. So now I can go ahead and glue this all onto my card. And I love it. Let me quick do that. Alrighty. Okay, so save all these parts here. And first we're gonna glue down the evergreen. Well, actually, I'm gonna glue the pansy onto the evergreen. And that's fun. That was a really good idea, Joey. Way to go. I love it when people think of different things with, the same old stuff like, oh, okay, I could do my ice cream cone. But if you made a gnome, that is fantastic. Okay. There we go. All right. white part. Move that down. These colors look so good together. Now I'll put this part down. Oh, I could tie a bow. Let's see. I'll put some ribbon. Here's some beautiful pale papaya ribbon that I actually could run across here. So let's see, I'll cut a bit of that. We'll just tape it to the back. Isn't that pretty? Get some tape. I'm just going to use Scotch tape to hold that in place. Easy, easy peasy. Sure easy for me to say. There we go. And I don't know if I want to do a bow yet, so I'm going to think on that. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this down. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. Okay. This card's also going to go to the nursing home, I think. But I'm probably going to make it a million times more because it's so cute. All right, and then we're going to put this here. And I'm going to stamp on this first. I'm going to stamp Happy St. Patrick's Day. Now, can I fit my bigger one? Let's see. It's pretty big. I better just do the smaller one. I'm going to do this in an evening evergreen color, which I do have in my stack over here. And I'm going to use this one. Let me just make sure it's really thick. Okay. And I'm going to have it kind of be going sideways just a bit. Cute. Okay, clean that off with my chamois. Okay. Boy, I don't have any on my hands. Alrighty. Then get that on. Now let me just see how that's gonna work with my guy. Okay. Now I'm gonna put him here, I think. And so I think I'll glue this down just so I can move it a little bit. There we go. Now I'll start putting all his parts down. And let's hope it works. All right. There's that part. I'm going to do his shoes. Those are his shoes. Okay. Then I'll do his beard. I'm just going to make sure I've got it in the right place first. Okay, right about there. Cute beard. And then I got to put his nose and his hat. I'm going to get those ready to go quickly here. All right. If I can pick this up, that will be amazing. Oops. I got a little bit of the glue. Put that down, and the hat. Move it down just a little bit while it's still movable. Cute. So cute. Okay. And then I just have his little hands. I don't even know if it's worth putting the hands on, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. My hands are super sticky. All right, so here's one of our hands. I think it's a nice bit of color distraction to put his hands down. Okay. It's a tiny, tiny piece of paper. There he is. One more. Oh, and I am sticky. Lots of glue. Okay, and his hand. Second hand. Use my take your pick tool to kind of put that down. Very cute. I love him. I love him. Yeah. Let me just wipe up a little bit of that extra glue there. Yay. Okay, and then let's see. What else do I need? Maybe some sparkles. What do you think? And maybe a bow. Maybe a bow. All right, now I gotta find just the right sparkle. Well, maybe I'll use the gold butterflies again because I love how they're gold. That's so cute. And that fills in this white space here a bit. All right, there's two of them, and then I'm going to look for another color. Let's see. Do we have any green? I do have some green from our holiday rhinestones. So I might use green and gold for the top of his hat, maybe. And maybe a gold button for his shirt. All right, do I like it? Yes, and I'm going to try a bow just for, let's just see. Let's just see what it looks like. It almost looks like it needs a little something else. Let me see if we can do it. Feel like it might need it. All right. No. It's just a big, big space there. Okay. Let's see if I can get this bow. Nope, I don't like that bow. Try again. My hands are super gluey. It's worth it. Okay. I'm always a bit of a fumble fingers with bows. I have a bow maker, but I never get it out. Very lazy with that, I guess. Okay. That's a nice bow. Actually, that turned out pretty good. Okay. Now, make it just a tiny bit smaller. Ta-da! Let's just cut off these tails a little. And we'll glue that down. I'm going to get a glue dot. Put that on there. Okay. Maybe another glue dot. Oh, my thumbs are sticky. Yep, the glue dot stuck to my finger. All right. Cute. Do you like it? Isn't it cute? Our little Nomi. All right, so that is about it for me for today. I want to just show you my cards again. So here are my 2 St. Patrick's Day cards. And here is my birthday card right here. So I hope you liked Stamping in the Studio Friday, and hope to see you again soon. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.